I wanted to pose this question because I saw somebody tweet. I think Land Palestine is the Twitter account, but I because of the algorithm, I wanted to quote them because sometimes when a small Twitter account or X account, whatever, posts things and you retweet it, it doesn't get as many views. So I gave them credit. It was Land for Palestine, but they put this out and they tweeted this. They said, breaking news, over 20,000 people have just been killed in New York in a massive attack. Sorry, we meant Gaza, but did you see how your reaction changed and how concerned you got for a second? And did you see how your nerves slightly calm back down when you found out it was Gaza? So the point of this, that they put this out there, right, is to show how we react different, how this could never possibly happen in the United States. Let's look at 9/11. You still have people to this day, and you had people in the comments very angry at me. How dare you? I lost family on 9/11, blah, blah, blah. It's like a lot of people lost family on 9/11. Nobody's saying that what happened wasn't terrible. Putting aside, 9/11 was an inside job theories, 9/11, all of this, putting all of that aside, it was terrible, right? Like, but that compared to what's going on in Gaza, I mean, what's happening in Gaza is insane. We haven't seen something like this in our lifetime happen. And the entire world is reacting to it in various ways. But the American exceptionalist view, and this is why, again, I go back to Kennedy, because that was a huge issue for me, because I knew this wasn't just about Israel. The American exceptionalist view allows you to really put aside everything outside of the United States. I'm not saying that obviously if we live in the United States, we're going to be more tied to what happens in the United States. We have family, we have a life, we have all of these things. I'm not saying I wouldn't be, but this would never happen in the United States because the United States wouldn't allow this to happen in terms of we have been creating all of these problems in the entire world. Us, the UK, and Europe, and our NATO partners have exported all of this violence to the rest of the world. So we can't even fathom what that would be like. What we see, the images on screen of dead children, dead families. We have people that I work with at RT who have lost 20, 12 family members. Literally. Imagine losing like 2 of your family members. I mean, this is almost it's almost like living in a different dimension. We have an interesting situation going on where you have people worried about what the Kardashians are doing, and you have people worried about all of these mindless trivial things, going to award shows. You have all of that, and then you also have a reality where people are getting literally exploded and murdered for being born where they were born, like where they had zero control over this. So we live in a very, excuse me, fucked up world right now, where both of these things are happening simultaneously. And I think it's becoming more apparent to a lot of people because of social media. So you'll see social media, you'll see TikTok, and then you'll see like TikTok talking about this, and then you'll see the other reality. I'm not telling people not to live their life. I'm not telling people, not to find joy, but I am saying it has been very difficult, I think, for a group of people to find it because of everything that's been happening. Yeah. And I think it's hard for people to understand, especially for people who went to the region, who have friends there, who have lost, colleagues. And that is what I wanted to pose. Because we, even our own biases, really, my own bias. If something was said in the United States, would I react different? Would it be different? If it's just the shock of it, right? It would be different. It would be different if somebody said Florida experienced, a terrorist attack where 10,000 people were killed. Yeah, I would definitely react differently. I'm not immune to the bias, but I want people to understand it's there. And we have to fight against that bias, because that is being done with our tax dollars, like Costa said at the beginning of the show, in our name. And we are the only ones really who have any power to stop it, really.
Yeah,